Hi all. Last class we have learned the various function preserving transformations, and we have seen that the function preserving transformations we are mainly concentrating on improving the program without changing the function. The examples we have gone through is the common sub-expression elimination, copy propagation, dead code elimination, and constant folding. We have seen the common sub-expression elimination and the copy propagation. Now we will see the dead code elimination. The dead code is the one which can be omitted from a program without affecting its result, the result of the program. That is known as the dead code. The dead code is actually detected by checking whether the value assigned in an assignment statement is used anywhere in the program. A variable is live at a point in a program if its value is used subsequently. Otherwise, it is dead at that point. A dead or useless code can be considered as statements that compute values that never get used. While the programmer is unlikely to introduce any dead code intentionally, it may appear as the result of the previous transformations. You can see the program here. Here you can see that the condition here, I is equal to 0. If I is equal to 1, A is equal to B plus 5. Here you can see that the if statement is a dead code because this condition will never get satisfied. So it can be eliminated from the program. Now we'll see the constant folding. If the value of an expression or a variable is constant, then it can be computed at the compile time itself. That is known as constant folding. The example here is, suppose A is given as 10 divided by 2. It is easier if it is calculated as A is equal to 5. Instead of doing the division operation, we can directly assign the value 5 to the variable A. And this method is known as constant folding. So we have seen 4 methods, that is the common sub-expression elimination, copy propagation, dead code elimination, and constant folding in the case of function preserving transformations. Now we will see some loop optimizations. The loop is a very important place in a program where optimization can be applied. In loops, especially in the inner loops, programs tend to spend bulk of their time. The running time of a program can be improved if the number of instructions in an inner loop is decreased. That is, the number of instructions, if the number of instructions in a loop is decreased, then the running time can be improved. Even if we increase the amount of the code outside the loop. If the number of code outside the loop is larger, and larger means the number of steps outside the code is more compared with the number of codes inside the loop, you can improve the code. That means the code can be optimized. There are 3 techniques by which the loops can be optimized. They are code motion, reduction in strength, and induction variable elimination. We will see what code motion is. It is decreasing the amount of the code in a loop. For example, that is, it takes the expression that yield the same result, which is independent of the number of times a loop is executed, and places that expression before the loop. That is, see the example. Suppose a for loop is there, and which is calculating I is equal to 0, I less than 100, I plus plus, A is equal to B plus C, X is equal to I plus Z. In this code, you can see that this A is equal to B plus C is loop invariant because its computation is independent of number of times a loop is executed. There is nothing to do with this loop. So it can be moved outside the loop. This A is equal to B plus C can be moved outside the loop. That is what is done here. A is equal to B plus C is moved outside. But the statement X is equal to I plus Z cannot be moved because the loop, its computation is dependent on the variable I. So after the code motion, the loop is written like this. So this is known as the code motion. Next comes the reduction in strength. Reduction in strength actually replaces the expensive operations by equivalent cheaper ones on the target machine. See, in this example you can see that x square is replaced by x into x. X square is actually an exponentiation routine, and this is replaced by a multiplication which is less cheaper, or it is cheaper than the exponentiation operation. And another example is you can replace the multiplication operation by reduction. The multiplication can be reduced by or replaced by a addition operation, which is a low strength operation. See the example here. Here you can see that for I is equal to 1, I less than 10, I plus plus, I into 5. K is equal to I into 5. And here you can see that it is replaced by a variable temp. You are introducing a variable temp. The 5 is assigned to that variable temp. The variable 5 is assigned, the value 5 is assigned to the variable temp. And we have calculated the for loop. For I is equal to 1 to 10, we have assigned that variable temp to another variable k, and then we have replaced the addition operation by temp is equal to temp plus 5. This is the equivalent modification of the this code to this code to replace the multiplication operation by an addition operation. Even if we are introducing a new variable temp, it is actually reducing the strength and we are optimizing the loop. And that is how you are increasing the code. We have introduced a new variable, and that variable is actually going to increase the strength of the loop. Even if the number of code inside the loop is increased, it is actually replacing the multiplication operation by a less strength operator addition, and thereby the loop is optimized. This is the reduction in strength.